All right, let's talk about a massive shift happening in the global economy. For decades, the story about Africa was always about future potential. But what if that future isn't some far-off dream? What if it's happening right now? We're going to break down exactly why the continent is becoming the world's most strategic place to invest today.
Okay, that is a huge statement, right? And it's meant to be. It's designed to make you stop and rethink a lot of the old, outdated ideas you might have heard. But listen, behind this claim isn't just wishful thinking. It's a powerful mix of trends that you just can't ignore. Trends that are changing everything as we speak.
And this number is the engine behind it all. 70% of Africa's population is under the age of 30. Now think about that. This isn't just some random statistic on a chart. It is a massive economic force. We're talking about a young, hungry, digitally savvy generation that is ready to build, create, and compete on a global scale. This is the human capital that's going to define the next 100 years.
So, let's dig into the evidence. This isn't all just happening by chance. It's being fueled by two enormous, interconnected megatrends that are basically creating a perfect storm of opportunity. First up, let's go back to that incredible number we just saw. There's a term for it, the demographic dividend. Basically, it's the massive economic boost that happens when you have more people of working age than you have dependents. And right now, no other place on Earth even comes close to Africa's potential on this front.
And this is where the sheer scale of it really hits you. The population is on track to nearly double by 2050. That's going to create the single largest workforce on the planet. And this means two incredibly important things. First, a giant labor force to make things, and second, a huge, growing consumer market that's hungry for new products, services, and technology.
The second megatrend is something called technological leapfrogging, and it's a really cool concept. So instead of going through the slow, expensive process of building old-school infrastructure, like landline phones or traditional bank branches, a lot of African countries are just skipping that step. They're jumping straight into the future, adopting the newest solutions from day one.
And what's so amazing here is that Africa isn't just playing catch-up. In some really key areas, it's actually leading the world. Mobile money is the perfect example. While the rest of the world was stuck on credit card systems, Africa built mobile-first finance because it had to. And the result? The continent now accounts for 70% of the world's entire mobile money value. Incredible.
Okay, this next part is super important. This is where you have to completely shift your mindset. For so long, people have looked at the continent and just seen a list of problems. We're about to flip that entire conversation on its head.
I'm sure you've seen lists like this before, right? The need for reliable energy, better logistics, access to education, healthcare, all of it. And look, these are absolutely real issues, but if you only see them as problems, you are missing the biggest opportunity of our lifetime.
Because here's the big twist. Every single one of those challenges is actually a multi-billion-dollar business opportunity in disguise. They are basically giant flashing signs telling entrepreneurs and investors exactly where the market is begging for solutions.
And that's because while other continents have markets that are totally saturated and hyper-competitive, Africa offers what we call greenfield opportunities. Think of it like an open field. The need for clean energy is a huge call for solar projects. The need for education is a massive opportunity for edtech. These are wide-open industries with almost no competition and unbelievable potential to scale.
But hey, this isn't just some abstract theory. This whole transformation is being driven by real people on the ground. A new generation of local entrepreneurs and creators who are building solutions for their own communities.
I mean, just look at this stuff. From plant-based protein powders to natural beauty products, these aren't just concepts. They're real physical products being built for a fast-growing African middle class that wants quality. This is that innovation wave in action right here.
So you've got all this incredible talent and all this opportunity. But that brings up a really important question. How do you support it? How do you take all of that raw potential and channel it so it can have the biggest impact?
And that's the real challenge, right? For anyone looking to invest or collaborate. The energy is obviously there, but it needs a place to focus. It needs an ecosystem that can take that raw talent and turn it into real-world results. So the question is, where do you even start?
Well, this is where ecosystem builders come into play. Platforms like MindFactory are being created to be that central engine room. They're designed to find that raw potential and then give it the structure, the skills, and the network it needs to turn brilliant ideas into businesses that are ready for the market. And a really effective model often looks like this, a simple three-part pipeline. It all starts with education.
giving people practical, hands-on digital skills. That knowledge then fuels research focused on local problems. And finally, industry connections help launch those researched ideas into real products and companies. It's a complete system, from learning to launching. Okay, so let's pull all these threads together, because here's the bottom line. Whether you're looking at individual startups or these bigger ecosystem builders, the main takeaway is this: the time for sitting on the sidelines and just watching is over. Things have fundamentally changed.
And what's so amazing about all this is the perfect win-win equation. Let me be clear, this isn't about charity. For an investor, it's access to brand new high-growth markets. For the community, it means jobs, skills, local innovation, and real economic power. It is this unique space where making a huge financial return and making a huge social impact go hand in hand. That window of opportunity to be one of the early players is wide open right now. But believe me, it is not going to stay open forever. The people who are building the future of the continent, they're doing it today. So I guess I'll just leave you with this one thought. The next great global transformation is already happening, whether the rest of the world is paying attention or not. So the only real question left is, are you going to watch it from the sidelines, or are you going to be right there in the center of it all?